Good evening, everyone. I'm Eke Antiwa, and this is the Woman Show. The Woman Show talks about women, particularly single women and single mothers. Today, we are discussing a topic on a single woman who is 30 years, very independent, yet still is not married. Is there a problem? If there is, we're going to know today from my panelists. On my left, immediately, I have Sandra Kwache. She is a development worker. She is very enthusiastic about women and children. And then she has this community called Virtuous Leaders, and she's in charge. Right after her, I have Apostle Che Boateng. He is the general overseer of Akiami, which is All Christian Evangelistic Ministries Incorporated. He is also an engineer and a counselor. And then after my gentleman, I have Ms. Mavis Ofori. She is a senior staff nurse. She is also the CEO of HOG Foundation. And now, you welcome my honorable panelist.
Thank you.
Say a big thank you to Elizabeth Hotel and their management. And again, to Wolfcom Multimedia for taking coverage of this special and very educative program. And again, to my honorable director. Thank you. My panelists, once again, you're welcome. Thank you. So now, we say a lady is in her 30s and even above. She's still single. She is very independent. She's got her work to do. Family, friends, the society as a whole has a problem. I want to ask you first, what is the marriage age for a lady? I'll start with Mavis.
Okay. I would say you don't really have a definite age that a woman should get married. In the past, women would get married right after puberty. But then as days went by, they told the wife, okay, why not after 18 years? Then again, it came down to why not after secondary school, why not after tertiary? So now the age group, should I say, where most ladies get married is within 22 to whenever you meet a man. So it's not, I don't have a definite answer, but I would say from 22 to whenever you meet a man.
My personal opinion is that there is no age for marriage.
Okay.
I see marriage as an institution that you have to prepare for. So when you think you're prepared enough, you go into it. So it can be 18, 20, 30, 40, even 50.
Wow.
When you think you're matured enough and you have prepared adequately for where you're going to, and you meet the right person, then you go into it. That's my thought about it.
It's getting interesting. Papa, these are what my ladies are saying. What do you also say?
Thank you very much. I think they are almost hitting the nail on the head. You know, we live in a country governed by a constitution. And by the constitution of the country, you have to be 18 years before you get married. So the age for a woman to get married, according to the country's Ghana's constitution, should be from 18 years, a minimum of 18 years. For the maximum, we don't have a limit. But like Sandra said, there are some one or two preparations or certain qualities that a woman should have before she can move into marriage. She matured emotionally, she matured physically, and then she matured financially. Because you don't just go in because somebody is coming to marry. At least you should be prepared. And there are one or two other factors, but these three main factors are very important. Emotional maturity, physical maturity, and at least some kind of financial independence. This will definitely inform each and every individual when to get into marriage. But then you can't give a specific date. So whether 22, 21, 23, 25, 30, 40, 50, as when the opportunity comes and you are ready, you can jump.
Okay. So now, that means marriage has no age. It basically depends
There's a
on
minimum
maturity.
age.
There is a minimum age. That is 18
and
per
above.
constitution.
That is it. In fact, if you get married under 18 in Ghana, you can be prosecuted.
Okay, so 18 years
Yes.
and above.
That is it.
Now, from what you said, basically you meant maturity, physically, spiritual, mentally, whichever aspect of you should be mature. Now, why is this problem? Why is this a problem that a lady is 30 years, she's working, probably 30 and over 35, she's working, she's in her own home, not from the parents or not staying with the parents, and still she's been bothered. Why you not married? Why you not married? Is it a problem at all? Is it a problem? Megas.
Being single is not a crime. So if a woman is not married and she's in her 30s, she has not committed any crime. So it's a big no. However, society has its own clock. Society thinks, okay, a woman should be settled by 4:30. So they think there is a problem. But then actually there's no problem. You can be above 30 and you still be single.
So singleness isn't a
crime.
it isn't a crime.
It's not a crime. You have done nothing wrong.
If you're single, 30 years,
You've done nothing wrong.
and you're single, it's not a crime.
Never.
Okay. Sandra, is it a problem?
It's not a problem at all.
Is it a problem
I
to
mean,
30
how
years?
can that be a problem?
You're 30 years, you're not married. Is it a problem?
I don't see it as a
You need to
problem.
give back for your, parents to take care of them. Your parents will go like, I have to see my grandchildren. You need to get married.
Yeah, but for me, it's not a problem because the latest research shows that the ideal age for a woman to give birth is when you're 34.
34.
According to the US, yeah. You can just Google it. So, there's a thing about society. Society feel like things should go according to a certain pattern. They keep forgetting that we are individuals with different purposes in life and different destinies and destinations. So for me, if you're 30 or even 35 and you're single, it's not a problem. I would rather look at the way I look at myself. If you see it as a problem, it will be a problem for you. If you don't, it's not a problem.
Wow.
Because see, whatever you do, if you're 30 and you're married and your marriage is not good, society will still talk about it.
Exactly, that one.
If you are married and you have a baby, they will talk about
Yes.
it. If you're single, they will talk about it. I mean, what does society want us to do? I think that society puts pressure on women in general, and it's wrong. And it's something we should all come against. I don't see anything wrong.
It's not only about women.
In general, like,
Women, we are mostly pressured.
Do you know we are vulnerable? We are emotionally attacked. Because the guy will just snub you and pass. But then a woman will be emotional, cry or something. So they are always attacking us.
so for me, or even 35 and you're single, you're probably preparing for something that is important to you.
Okay. Papa,
You can wait as long as
you are a man. I'm your daughter. I'm 30 years and above. Is it a problem?
It depends on where you're looking at from. Are you looking at it from the cultural point of view? Are you looking at it from the psychological point of view? Where are you looking at it from? That is very, very important. If you look at the cultural point of view, let's look at the tradition within which you find yourself. So it is based on how you're looking at it. Per the tradition we came to meet, women get married early, men get married late. So per
there
that
was a reason
tradition,
for that.
no, per that tradition, that is why there was a tradition. The men were not going to school either. So per that tradition,
Small community.
the tradition will see it to be wrong. Let's be very careful. We are living in a social community, and they have culture, we have traditions that we came to.
And that can be thrown away.
It's very, very important. So, from the traditionalist point of view, before the question comes in, a woman must get married at a point. And if that point to them passes, then something is wrong. Something is not right. and that thing must be looked into for the person to either be freed or to be able to get married. That is from the traditionalist. You see, we come into the modern life, the modernized culture, and the modernized culture does not place so much value on marriage as our tradition and our culture places. Okay. So there's a modern personality who feels that I can live my life being single, so I don't really care about marriage. But then there's the old folk who believe that no matter what you are, who you are, and how far you go, you need to get married. The pressure is only on the women, there's pressure on the men too. But you see, because they said that they don't talk, the men don't complain.
So we don't see.
So you don't see it. But there's pressure also on the other side. So from the viewpoint, you can see it to be either a problem or not a problem. I just give you two viewpoints. From the modern woman's life, from the modern man's life, I don't have any problem with a young woman at 30 who is not married. But then from an old traditionalist who is not changing, something is wrong. Then that thing must be corrected.
Interesting. Almost getting to the same direction. Almost everybody saying it's not a problem. Do you think it's a problem? On this note, we have to go for a commercial break. And before we go, I have to say thank you to Elizabeth Hotel and their management. One of the best hotels you can ever have in Sunyani here. We have everything here. Food is on point. Our rooms are on point. We are so much classic and everything is so much good in here. So come in here whenever you visit Sunyani. So go for a commercial break. Don't go anywhere.